We begin tonight with breaking news involving New York Mayor Adams.
4 of the mayor's top deputies resigning today, possibly putting in peril his ability to lead.
And late tonight, we've learned New York Governor Hochul is planning to convene a meeting tomorrow to discuss what she calls a path forward.
Will there be one? Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon live at City Hall with the breaking details. Sonia.
Bill and Sade, that path forward is so uncertain, but Governor Hochul in her statement tonight said that if First Deputy Mayor Maria Torres Springer and 3 other deputy mayors feel like they cannot serve in this city hall right now, that raises serious questions about the future of the Adams administration. Now, Hochul isn't making any decisions about that future tonight or asking the mayor to, but she does say she has that meeting planned on the path forward with key leaders here in the city tomorrow.
Kathy Hochul, fight back, remove Eric Adams.
Outside City Hall today, the calls were for the mayor to resign and for the governor to remove him if he doesn't. But the mayor was in a Bed-Stuy church, hearing these chants instead. First, though, he's got to get through his first term and the chaos from the resignation of 4 deputy mayors, including the first deputy. He's insisting he can.
You have departures. This happens in this career. I must continue to lead, not based on my successes, what I've done, but what I have overcome.
I think the fact, one, that the deputy mayors did it collectively means there was much conversation and much thought, and I think that adds to the impact.
Former Council Speaker Christine Quinn thinks Adams should step down, and so does the current Council Speaker, Adrienne Adams, tonight saying this administration no longer has the ability to effectively govern with Eric Adams as mayor.
I think that when a person is elected to office and you're working on their staff, to have that kind of a massive reaction to them is a little bit unfair.
Former Governor David Paterson tonight calls the resignations excessive and says if Adams wants to stay and run in the primary in just a few months, voters will decide if he stays or goes. He also says the current governor, who could remove the mayor, likely hasn't because there is no serious misconduct to justify that.
The only thing Mayor Adams did was he started working with people who are not very popular to New Yorkers, and they're not very popular to me. One of them, Tom Holman, on a network, sat there and said he was going to, it was a vulgar remark.
If he doesn't come through, I'll be back in New York City, and we won't be sitting on the couch. I'll be in his office, up his butt, saying, where the hell is the agreement we came to?
A remark not only vulgar, but mentioning the mayor's agreement with federal authorities. The question remains, was it in exchange for the Trump Department of Justice asking to drop the bribery case against Adams last week?
There is no one who believes that this wasn't a quid pro quo. If it wasn't a quid pro quo, why did all of those folks in the Department of Justice, why did the acting U.S. attorney who had been appointed by the Trump administration, why would they have resigned?
But today, the mayor, again denying any quid pro quo, said he stands by his record with migrants, advocating to let them work here legally so they don't have to be in city shelters.
And so now you want to rewrite the history. Eric wants the ICE to go into our school, our churches, our shelter. We have not had one school, one church, one shelter that has been intruded on in the city of New York. So let's stop the anxiety.
Now, the mayor today also took a dig at one of his biggest critics, public advocate Jumaane Williams, who would become mayor if Adams resigns. He said that is reason enough not to. Now, if that were to happen, the public advocate would become the mayor temporarily and there would be a special election. And that would be in addition to the primary and general elections this year to elect a mayor who takes office in January 2026. That's the latest. Live from City Hall, Sonia Rincon, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.